Okay, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the very first meeting of 2021. This meeting promises to be fun, enlightening, and very interesting due to the lineup of the agenda. I would like to welcome to the Lighthouse and Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters Club meetings. My name is Abubakar Gimba, and I'm filling in for the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster. I would share my screen right away so that we can go ahead with the Toastmasters promise. However, I would like us to do it in a chorus manner. I want to hear people's voices reciting the promise with me. So please do not let me do it alone, or else I will not do it. Toastmaster Rotimi, can you please give me permission to share my screen?
Please go ahead.
Okay, yes, I do. Thank you. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings
regularly to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, aiding them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for
and fulfill meeting assignments,
provide
fellow members with evaluation,
help build the club maintain
help the club maintain the positive
friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow. Serve my club as an officer called upon my fellow club members and my guests
members and our guests to respect and bring
club
guests to
meetings so
club
that they can
meetings
see
so
the
they can
benefits
see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs within Toastmasters core values of integrity, responsibility, excellence during the conduct of all
Toastmasters activities. Thank you so much. Please, let's give ourselves a round of applause. It's not so easy. This thing is very, very long. Thank you so much. We started late, so I would quickly just go ahead and introduce the next person on the agenda, the person who would open the meeting proper with a featured speech. Now, this person is the president of Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters Club. He is an engineer. He's a football enthusiast, and he loves to influence people positively. It gives me great pleasure to introduce this man. Who am I talking about? Toastmaster Salif Mohammed. Toastmaster Salif, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Please take it away. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abubakar. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, I trust you had a good start to 2021. I'm delighted to welcome you to the first Lighthouse and Lighthouse Prestige Toastmasters meeting with the theme, Resilience Amidst Turmoil. What a year we just crossed. My heart goes out to all who lost their loved ones due to the pandemic. I pray they be richly endued with the strength to move on. Also, your presence in this meeting is a testimony that you all have developed that strength to overcome the challenges that bedeviled all of us in 2020. That strength, ladies and gentlemen, is resilience. Resilience is the capacity to adapt to negative change and recover from it as quickly as possible. Change is inevitable, and we will always encounter a bevy of it in life. Do you cower in the face of these challenges or accept the responsibility for changing them? Do you succumb or overcome? It's a choice, and I know with certainty you have chosen the latter Am I so sure? Let me give you some of the characteristics of resilient people that we too, to prove that we too have developed it amidst the turmoil we're facing. Number one, resilient people have realistic optimism. I'm not talking about blind optimism. I'm talking about acknowledging the enormity of your challenges, yet choosing to explore opportunities to find optimism and question pessimism. To believe that tomorrow will be better than today, to make each moment count and to stay strong through it all. Number two, resilient people exhibit behavioral changes. They exhibit significant ways to change their behavior in order to adapt to their physical or psychological changes. Number three, seek help, give social support. You would all agree with me that despite the rules of social distancing, isolation, and quarantine, that this is one period in history where we stayed most connected to each other, where we draw strength from each other. Do these three traits resonate with you? I'm going to stop at these three traits because things come in threes. We remember things in threes. But do these three traits resonate with you? They show that you have developed resilience. It's a new year. And the next half of the Toastmasters year, my question to you is, what are you going to do with this resilience you have developed? Are you going to let it wane, or are you going to leverage on it and take action to achieve results? Ladies and gentlemen, 2021 is the year you have to shoot your shot. Live deliberately, live fully. Don't leave anything to chance. Change your narrative, rewrite your story for good, and create meaning out of your life. Friends, convert your resilience to profitable experience. As my would-be business coach, Steve Harris, will say, let's kick 2021 out. Our Toastmaster of the day is someone whose resilience amidst turmoil has left in its trail infallible examples for all of us, especially in the past year. Amidst the turmoil that characterized 2020, she bagged the enviable Triple Crown and the Distinguished Toastmaster Award. She is an adaptable and successful project manager across multiple and varied projects. She is a dynamic entrepreneur and creative writer who joined Toastmasters in 2016. Did I say more? She is the immediate past Area 18 director. Her favorite quote is, to thy own self be true. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, please join me as I welcome to the virtual lectern, the Toastmaster of the day, PM Ifeanyi Omoike, DCM.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salif, my president. Okay, if we were in church or if we were in a physical Toastmasters meeting, I'll tell you to tell your neighbor Happy New Year. So just wish yourself Happy New Year, or you can all just say to yourselves, Happy New Year, fellow Toastmasters and guests. This is indeed an exciting year. We kept on saying 2021 was going to come, and then when it came, we're like, okay, it has finally come. So 2021 is going to be an exciting and blessed year. Now, resilience amidst turmoil. when I was thinking about this theme, it reminded me of a particular thing I went through. I'm sure I've told this story many times, but there was a time I wanted to become a project manager. And so I said, okay, I'm going to become a project manager. I did everything I could do. I took all the exams. I did all the exams. You know, if you think all the certifications you can do have as a project manager, I did all that. But then it got to a point where I just wasn't getting the opportunity in my company to actually become a project manager. So what did I do? I was resilient, right? I went and I kept on applying to companies. I still didn't get anything. And later on, I finally got a job as a project manager and I was so excited. I left my company, I went to the other company. The month I got to that company folded up. The company folded up and I ended up not getting any salary. And so when the president was talking about resilience and having realistic optimism, knowing that no matter what is going to work out, during that period, I kept holding up, encouraging myself to say, no matter what, I'm still going to get a job as a project manager. Different jobs came. For someone was even saying I should come and be a computer operator. And I said, no way, I'm not going to do that. And at the end of the day, I got a job as a project manager and have been a project manager for so many years now, I can't even count. So no matter what, you need to still be resilient. And even in 2021, we need this resilience more than ever. And I would also like to add that we should be flexible, be flexible in 2021. I'm going to end here and I'm not going to start another speech. Okay, so now I'm going to hand over the lectern, the virtual lectern, to our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Lanre Lawal. Toastmaster Lanre joined Toastmasters International in 2017. He's an information technologist. He's a fashion designer. He loves dancing salsa. I know I'm supposed to be doing that. He loves dancing salsa. He loves watching football, singing, and reading. He's the current vice president membership for Lighthouse Toastmasters Club, and he's a good friend. Toastmaster Lanre, over to you.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Okay, I think.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay, I can do this alone, but I have some set of team members that will have to anchor this meeting together. I have some set of people who are capable, very resilient, and took their time and patience to ensure this meeting will go successful today. Other precedents I would like to call the R-Counter. The R-Counter joined Toastmasters in April 2020, not 2022, pardon. She's an architect who joined Lighthouse Toastmasters in April, exactly to be precise, 2020. She loves dancing, like the way I love dancing salsa, and she loves shopping. To the virtual lectern, I'd like to introduce no other person than TM Folashayo Omishore. Please proceed.
Okay, TM Larry, I'll be stepping in for her as the accountant.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is, since you didn't introduce me, my name is Toastmaster Rotimi Motayo Benson for the guests now I missed. And today I'm going to be your R-Counter. And what does that mean? Whenever we give speeches or we talk, we need to try as much as possible to reduce the use of R's. So when you're talking, you need to reduce your R's and pause fillers. So my role today will be to count how many pause fillers you use today. So when you're talking, instead of saying just pause. Gather your thoughts and continue. So at the end of the meeting, I will give you a report on the members or guests that use different pause fillers today. Over to you, TM Larry.
Thank you very much, TM Rotimi. That's more or less like means of business continuity that Toastmasters will encourage anywhere in the world. It shows that we're highly compliant. Stepping in when we have people that unavoidably absent. So TM Rotimi is a Lighthouse president, and at the same time, we can work with that. So I would like to introduce another person, a very delectable lady, very patient, nice, lovely, and she's no other person than the incumbent Vice President Education, Lighthouse Toastmaster Club. She's a researcher and an entrepreneur who loves watching short videos. Wow. And cheering people up. Well, she's my number one fan anyway. So no other person than the grammarian and listening evaluator today, TM Susan Alexander. Welcome to the virtual lecture.
Thank you for that intro. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role is simply to monitor the use of language and to introduce the word for today. Please pronounce it with me. Bevy.
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 Yes. For example, we provide a bevy of solutions for your business. My next role is the listening evaluator role, which is to test your listening skills. So I'll be asking questions about who said what. So at this juncture, I would like to encourage every speaker to use today's word of the day. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Wow, that's a good title, Mr. General Evaluator. Okay, moving on. Thank you, TM Susan. In brevity, we would like to state that TM Chinyere Emeka will be our timekeeper. She's an entrepreneur who joined Toastmasters in January 2020. She enjoys discovering new things on the internet and meeting people. TM Chinyere, over to you, please.
Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So my role as a timekeeper of the day is to remind, report, and also to um, record the time used by every speaker. And also, each speaker has limited time to deliver their speech, either according to the project requirement or the meeting agenda. So the meeting is divided into two segments, which is the table topic segment and also the prepared speech segment. So I also have a signal card that I'll be flashing. So whenever you see the signal card, you should know that your time is fast spent and you should be rounding up. So for the table topic segments, each speaker has 2 minutes to deliver his or her speech. So when you get to 1 minute, I'll be flat. When you get to 1 minute, you will see the green card, which is this. It means you should start rounding up your points. Then when you get to 1 minute, 30 seconds, you will see the yellow card, which is also this. Means you should start putting your points, like rounding up also. So when you get to the 2 minutes, you will also see the red card, which is also this. it means your time is up. Then there's a grace period for 30 seconds. Then after that 30 seconds, you'll be totally disqualified. And also for the prepared speech segment, we have 5 to 7 minutes speech. For speakers that are coming up to give their speech, you have 5 to 7 minutes speech. So when you get to 6 to 5 minutes, sorry, you also see the green card, which is also this. And when you get to 6 minutes, you also see the yellow card. That's the amber card also, which is also this. And the last, which is the when you get to 7 minutes, you also see the red card, which is also this. So please take note of all the cards, and when you see the signal card, just start rounding up your points. So I wish as you're coming out, just please take notes. That's just it. So thank you, and over to you, um, General Evaluator. The General Evaluator. Hello.
I think he's coming. I think he lost connection.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
can
I'll
hear
just.
you.
It's back now.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Master Lanre. Okay, so I'll just stand in for him. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Chinyere and all the bevy of role players who all explained their duties to us. We're now going to move into the next segment of the meeting. And so for every single person here that is a guest, every Toastmasters meeting is split into 3 segments. And so we have the table topic segment, we have the prepared speeches segment, and we have the evaluation segment. The evaluation segment is where we receive feedback, because in Toastmasters, we love to say feedback is the breakfast of champions. And of course, you know that we are all champions, especially in Nigeria. We are very resilient in Nigeria. And then the prepared speeches segment, we have the people that have actually prepared their speeches and then they come to give it to us, like Tim Chinyere said, for 5 to 7 minutes or 10 to 12 minutes, however the Toastmasters manual that they're working on says that they should do it. And then now, this exciting segment that I love so much, the table topic segment, is where we learn to speak impromptu on our feet. And I'm going to be introducing the table topics master, who is going to now call up a bevy of speakers, sometimes guests. So guests, get ready to speak today, and sometimes veteran speakers. So TM Slim, Salesmaster Slim, is our table topics master for today. She's an insurer who joined Toastmasters in 2018. She's also part of the Lighthouse Toastmasters Club membership committee. She loves learning, she loves cooking, and she loves traveling. And she's a stickler for neatness. Another thing I can say about TM Slim is she's a very cheerful person and, of course, very, very friendly. Toastmaster Slim, welcome. Over to you as the table topics master.
Thank you so much, TM Ifeanyi. Thank you. You still remain my mentor. I guess you know. I guess you know. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Hope you all are keeping safe. Yeah, we are here. We are here already on prepared speeches. You don't have to cram. You don't have to start overthinking. All you do, okay, let me just read my objective to you. I'll be playing the role of table topic master. The main objective is to challenge every members or guests to develop their impromptu communication skills to effectively think on your feet by answering on rehearsed questions. So the question that I'll be giving out today is related to the theme of today. So please ignore the environment. I'm actually not home, so I'm in the car. So I just need to do this for us, you understand? So the thing is, we have to just feel free, relax, and enjoy every question. They are very simple questions, you understand? And I'll be asking most of my questions, will be going to our guests. I can see a lot of people in here, but if you think you can volunteer yourself to come up to answer any of my questions, please go into the button and click to
You're on mute, CMC. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
You're on mute.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, loud.
Hello. Okay. All right.
Yes,
so
we can hear you.
All right. Thank you. I have 5 questions. I'll be asking 4. So if you know you are interested, go into the chat message and just identify yourself for my questions. They are simple questions and they are related to today's theme. And you actually have 1 to 2 minutes to answer any question. Just feel free. Make sure you use the word for today. It's very easy. All right. So I'll start now by asking, you have 1 to 5 questions. Just identify yourself. It's a new year, 2021, you have to come up and just be free with yourself. It's a simple question. So my number 1 question, I think I will just call someone here. My number 1 question will go for a Toastmaster in our midst, for our guests to know how to answer impromptu questions. So I'll be calling on TM Jayola Koka. TM Jayola Koka, are you there? Please come online.
Hi.
Oh, hello. How are you?
TM Slim. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm fine.
You're shining.
Yeah. Thank you. So, TM Jayola Koka, we have question number 1 to 5. Which number do you think? I know you can answer all my questions, but I just need you to take 1.
I would pick question 3.
Oh, question 3. Beautiful. So the question says, what are you looking forward the most this year, 2021? I repeat, what are you looking forward to the most this year, 2021? You have 1 to 2 minutes to express yourself.
Okay. Hello, fellow Toastmasters guests. TM Slim has already introduced me. I'm Toastmaster Jayola Koka. So the question is, what am I looking forward the most this year? Normally, when we start the year, people say, oh, this year it's a new year, new me. But I have a resolution in which this year is not going to be about a new me, but a better me. In what sense? I'm trying to grow myself professionally, grow myself in different areas, actually, professionally, spiritually, and generally change my life for the better. Professionally, in what way? Okay, currently I work as an accountant with one of the big 4 firms in Nigeria. So I'm trying to develop myself and become chartered this year. Now that settles the professional aspect of my life. Spiritually, I'm trying to maintain my relationship with God, develop it to a higher level, and also improve other spiritual measures. I'm doing more meditation. You have to see me every day. I close my eyes and I breathe in, I breathe out for like 15 minutes. And also in other areas of my life, I'm trying to go into different areas. I'm not just focused on the accountancy area. I'm doing videos, trying to speak my truth to the world and generally make the world a better place. So all these are things I'm looking forward this year. And hopefully at the end of the year, I'll be able to tell you how far I've gone. Thank you for listening to me, the Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, TM Jayola Koka. You've actually set a goal for your 2021. The major thing for you to achieve anything in life, you have to list out whatever you want to achieve. You set a goal, which it's a key word for me. Thank you so much. So I have Oluwatobi. Oluwatobi is volunteering his or herself, because I really don't know. Can you please come online for our second questions for the day? Oluwatobi? Oh, beautiful. Hello, how are you? You look Ruthie.
Thank you. I'm doing very well.
Oh, that's nice. I guess you are a guest or you are a Toastmaster? You are a guest, right? That's so brave of you. Thank you so much. It's very easy. You don't have to rehearse. You don't have to. All you need to do is just a simple question thrown at you, and you just give a simple answer. You understand? So we have question number 1, 2, 4, and 5. So which of the number would you like to pick?
I'm number 5.
Oh, number 5. Thank you. So number 5 is saying, oh God, the number 5 is actually meant for a Toastmaster. Okay. But I need you to answer it. Just assume yourself, you are now a Toastmaster and you're already a Toastmaster. For you to join the meeting today, you are a Toastmaster. For you to volunteer yourself to speak, you are a Toastmaster. So you can do this, girl. So the question is, encourage a Toastmaster. Encourage me. Encourage us. Who hasn't been given speech and participating in our meeting? I have been coming to the meeting. I've been attending meetings, but I don't give speech, for crying out loud. So encourage me, please. Oluwatobi, encourage me. And encourage a Toastmaster who hasn't been given speeches and participating in any of our meetings. Just encourage us, please. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Okay, so my name is Oluwatobi Apanishile, and I am the president and founder of Gavel Club in OAU, which is affiliated to Toastmasters. So actually, in a way, I'm actually a Toastmaster myself. Yeah. So yes, so first of all, as a member of Toastmasters, it's actually a privilege for anyone to be here, and being here, it's not just for the sake of attending. Being able to speak in speeches is actually the aim, and is actually the goal, and is actually what will spur your development, or would spur your ability to speak well, which I believe is the purpose why many people are here, to develop their public speaking skills and their leadership skills. So sure. Yes, so being a Toastmaster, I'm encouraging you to speak in speeches, like impromptu speeches, prepared speeches, and everything that has to do with the club, because it will build you in the area of public speaking, like the table topic evaluation, which I am doing now. I didn't prepare for it. It will build you to be able to speak on the spot. It will build you to be able to articulate your thoughts properly. It will build you to be a better person on the long run. And also participation in a speech, like meetings and attending meetings and all that, would also develop you professionally. It will develop you in all areas. It will develop your leadership skills, because being able to speak on the get-go, being able to participate in prepared speeches, being able to do all these things is one of the things that actually builds in, should I say, professionally. And as a student personally, it's one of the things that would actually build you and that will actually give you that leverage when you get to the workplace. So also, I would also encourage everyone to actually participate in speeches, to participate in everything that has to do with the club, because why are you here? I believe everyone is here to grow probably in the area of public speaking. And if you are not participating, I believe you shouldn't be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for her, please. Please jam your hands. Congratulations on your first speech. Oluwatobi, congrats. You've actually encouraged me. I am moved. The next meeting is my mentor there. The next meeting, I want to give my second speech. I am moved.
Yes.
Next meeting, I'm giving my second speech. Thank you so much, Oluwatobi. Thank you. And I noticed, oh my gosh, I noticed someone that came online on the chat list. She introduced herself. Miriam, are you there? I'm so glad to hear from you. Congratulations.
Good morning.
Good morning. You attended our meeting for the first time. Congratulations. Please come online.
Yes,
I have a beautiful question for you. Come online. I want to see your beautiful face.
My environment is very noisy. That's my problem. The environment is very busy, so I have to stay blank.
But you can answer a question, right?
I can. Why not?
Okay, all right. Though we are not seeing your face, I wish to see your face. Even if you can give us a selfie after now and post so we can know you. You understand? So, Miriam, you have question number 1, 2, and 3. And question 1, 2. Can you hear me? Hello, Miriam. I think she's okay. I think she's off.
I can't hear. Repeat the question, please.
Okay, you have question number 1, 2, and 4. Question number 1, 2, and 4. Which number are you picking?
2.
Number 2. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, all right. So question number 2 for our guest, our brave guest, Miriam. The question says, if you could change something about 2020, what would it be? If you could change
anything
about 2020, this 2020 that has come and gone, what will it be?
Yeah, it's gonna be the mindset. I like to change the mindset of each and every individual, if that would be possible. I'm not God, but that's the only solution to the problem we faced in 2020. And the more it should be, or it shall be in 2021. It might sound very stupid what I'm saying, but it's the truth. You see, we must not put our hope in human government. Human government, as far as the question is concerned, we don't have the solution to our problems. It is only God that has the solution to our problems. Therefore, we should have the mindset of not relying on human government to bring a change, a total change to the way we govern ourselves or the way we think about ourselves. So that is exactly what I'll do if I'm given the opportunity.
Thank you, Miriam. Thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for the 3 speakers that have come on, please. I want to hear us. A round of applause for everyone. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I have my last question. The timekeeper, do we still have more time? I have one more question. Timekeeper, do we have more time?
Yes, we do. We have time.
Okay, I want to pick a Toastmaster. A Toastmaster that can use the theme of today and can also use the word of today to speak, to give us in our next question to answer the next question. You use more of the word of today or probably the theme of today. Your answer should be based on the theme of today, and you will use more words of the. You understand what I'm supposed to say? So our next speaker, I'm going to pick the person. Please, sorry. Our next speaker, TM Matthew. TM Matthew Omoka.
Hello, I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Please, can I have the question again? I didn't get your
the question is, I'll be asking, there's number 1 and 2 question here. No, number one, and number 4 questions. So you pick one.
Okay.
So it is based on the theme of today. And please, you also use the word of today while speaking, while answering the questions. You use more of the word of today.
What's the word of today?
Bevy. Yes. Bevy. Bevy.
What's the theme of today?
Dear Matthew, you are not, you are
Resilience.
just polite.
Resilience.
The theme of the day is resilience amidst turmoil.
Okay.
Are you there, Dear Matthew? I know you can do it.
This is strategy now. Go on. So
yeah,
yes,
I know
what was
you
the
can
question?
do it. All right, so you can pick number 1 or 4. Which one is okay for you?
Let's go with number 4.
Okay, all right. Number 4 says, if you could write a handbook on how to survive 2021, what would it be? What would be your top tips? If you could write a handbook on how to survive 2021, what would be your top tips?
Okay,
Over to you, sir.
Firstly, it was the first African president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, that said, and I quote, that everything seems impossible until it is done. Now, 2022 was a platform that most possibly will have filled most of our lives with fear and trepidation. As we step into 2021, I want you to know that you can assess a bevy of ideas and solutions right from this particular meeting, Toastmasters. One of it is the value and the character of resilience. You can make up your mind to be resilient in 2021. And with resilience and faith in your abilities and faith in the monarch of the universe, your 2021 can be a walk in the park. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Matthew. A round of applause for him. Please, he deserves it. Thank you so much. I want to use this medium to say thank you to Miriam. Thank you to Jayola. Thank you for TM Matthew. Thank you, Oluwatobi, for making this section easy for me. Without you, my question would have come up with unanswered questions. Thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate. So I want to appreciate everyone. At the same time, at the end of the meeting, before the end of the meeting, we'll be calling up the winner for the unprepared speeches. So over to you, the Toastmaster of today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Slim, for that bevy of interesting and fascinating topics. And of course, Toastmaster Matthew, thank you also for the bevy of the tips that you gave us, yes, on how to survive and actually how to thrive in 2021, because we will not just only survive, we will also thrive in 2021 because we are resilient people. Okay. So now we are done with the table topic segment, but please everyone vote for your best table topic speaker. I'm voting my own. Everyone please vote. Thank you. Have we all voted? We're going to give a few seconds while I'm introducing the table topics evaluator. Okay. Now the table topics evaluator. Toastmaster Adejoke Adeshino. One of the things I love about Toastmasters is we get to meet people, we get to make friends. And Toastmaster Joke has been my friend since I joined Toastmasters in 2015. Toastmaster Joke is a business lawyer. She joined Toastmasters, Lighthouse Toastmasters Club in 2014. She has held several roles in the club apart from the numerous awards. She's also won numerous awards in the club, at the club level, at the area level. She loves exploring. But one thing I know she really loves is playing tennis. She's a fantastic and experienced tennis player. Another thing about Toastmaster Joke is she is an experienced evaluator. If Toastmaster Joke evaluates you, you will never forget. So Toastmaster Joke is going to evaluate the table topic session today. Toastmaster Joke, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm just blushing.
Okay, so give us a bevy of scintillating evaluations on the table topic session. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Ifeanyi. It's been a while since I last joined the meeting, so it feels a bit like, oh, I've missed all of this. You know, I have actually missed all of this. So it's just good to be back. Thank you, Toastmaster Susan, for putting me in on the agenda. So that's done. Let's delve right into the evaluation of today's table topics. I hope you all can hear me clearly. Can you?
Yes, we can.
Yes, it's better now, yes.
Loud and clear. Okay, all right. I must first apologize for actually missing Toastmaster Jayola's speech. I kind of joined in late due to some unavoidable technical glitches. So please forgive me, Toastmaster Jayola. I am unable to an evaluation of your speech. Apologies. So let's delve right into Toastmaster Oluwatobi's speech. First of all, I must say that what I love about her speech is the fact that she came across as someone young. Yeah, she's a student, right? I mean, she let us into that secret when she spoke, but she's very confident. I love her confidence. I love the fact that she gave us very good content in the course of doing her table topic speech. It actually shows that she's someone who has the ability to think on her feet, and that's a quality that, you know, for a leader, for an aspiring public speaker, or even for advancement in your career or as a young person, it comes in these days. Just think very good content. So I'm actually quite impressed by that. She used examples in the course of giving her speech. She was able to tell us, you know, that she, for instance, has volunteered, you know, in order to be able to prepare herself to be able to show, yes, I'm actually a part of this group and I want to become better. I want to actually, this is the reason why you must participate and don't sit on the sidelines. So I think that her speech was actually quite convincing and it was very good content, very useful. And she actually had a beginning, a body, and a conclusion. She wrapped it up quite nicely, and that was very beautifully done. What I think she could have done better is that she could have used pauses because it seems like she rushed through it. So it's okay for you to use pauses, you know, allow your audience to take in your message when you speak. And also it allows you to catch up as well. The second thing is the camera was very shaky. So I think she had her phone in her hands while she was talking. So next time, maybe you want to find a way to, you know, have like a, what's it called now? Those things, what's it called, things where you put your phone and hand them so you can, you know, have a stable support for your device, or maybe use a laptop, and that's fine. Other than that, it was beautifully done, beautifully done. The second speaker was Toastmaster Miriam. So Toastmaster Miriam.
Yeah, I'm here.
I think you're muted, Joker.
Hello, you're muted.
I can hear you. There's no problem here.
Okay, back on.
Yes, we are back on.
All right, sorry, my baby strolled in. So Toastmaster Miriam, she was asked the question, if you could change something about 2020, what would it be? And to my surprise, my shock and surprise, she said, the mindset of people. I think everybody here or anybody else here answering that question will probably have said, I would have actually ensured that there was no COVID-19, right? But I mean, that's a different perspective. And I always like someone who is able to give a different perspective to an issue. So I found it quite interesting. So our message in a sense was to tell us that we shouldn't actually rely on people when we, I mean, in whatever situation we find ourselves, because usually these situations are out of our control. And get the message, yes, you know, don't trust in people. However, I think that she could have made it a whole lot more robust. So it was short, you know, maybe could have been more convincing if she had been able to at least buttress her points with some maybe personal stories, maybe more cogent reasons why, you know. I mean, examples abound, so why not? You get. So that was really short. And I also think that I'm not sure she actually was able to use up her time, or maybe she even made up to time, you know. So you had time, use it, you know, freestyle, just do your thing. You get. I mean, you just do your thing. You get, pause, think if you must, you know, it allows you to collect your thoughts. We're going to wait. Just make sure you try to keep it within time. So other than that, I think that it was a good one. I am not able to assess other aspects of the speech because there was no video. So sorry, I won't be able to give you any other feedback other than what I have just done. But all in all, it was still a very good attempt. Well done. So we have the third and final speaker, and that was Toastmaster Matthew Omoaka. Of course, I didn't expect anything short of a masterpiece from Toastmaster Matthew. It was beautifully executed. So this is something that I find that people like Toastmaster Matthew are able to do effortlessly. They just reel out quotes, like the quotes just keep coming. I don't know how to. If I read a book now and I save a quote for a speech or something later. Sorry, what's going on?
No, continue, continue.
All right. By the time I'm doing a speech, I don't remember. I have a brain freeze. So I find it quite impressive when some people are actually able to just dish out quotes just like that. And I find this quote particularly very, very poignant and very, very useful and interesting. The quote is, "Everything seems impossible until it is done." That's my key takeaway from this session. I know there's more to come during the entire meeting. So beautiful quote there, brilliant quote there by did he say Nelson Mandela? I don't recall exactly, but we'll find out later. So that was done. Toastmaster Matthew was able to use the theme and was able to use the word of the day. I mean, his task was hard, very, very hard, but he did a brilliant job. He encouraged us to be resilient in going forward into 2021. So I think, we don't need better advice than that, really, going forward into the year. So I won't say much about that. It was beautifully executed. It was very well done. The content was good. We didn't have the video, so I can't evaluate his body language and other things. Pauses were on point. It was a beautiful speech. It was brilliantly done. So my final evaluation goes to the table topics master of the day. So I must commend Toastmaster Slim's effort. Her demeanor and countenance was very cheerful. I love the way she encouraged the volunteer. Varied. There was a variety of interesting topics in there, and overall it was a beautiful presentation by everybody who participated. Well done to everybody, and thank you for having me again.
Sorry, would you mind if I evaluate Jayola Coca?
Okay, please go ahead. Absolutely. I was actually hoping that someone else would have actually taken some notes.
I got your back, PM Jayola, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm listening.
Okay.
We can't hear it, TM Salif.
I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Bravo, you surprised me once again. Your question was, what are you looking to the most this year, 2021? You started with a salutation. You were the first speaker and you greeted. It was commendable. It showed that you appreciated the people you are meeting for the first time this year. Then you repeated the question to reorder your thoughts. That was also commendable. After that, you marshaled your points with examples and gestures. in essence, you were really at home with your speech, and it was clear that you are fast becoming a comfortable speaker. Well done. What could you have done better? You were probably looking at your image, although your gaze was constant. You maintained that contact, and I liked it, but you weren't looking directly at the camera. So it looked like you were looking somewhere else, but your gaze was very okay. Maybe the next time you try to look better at the camera, that way you'll be able to connect with us and engage with your audience better. Other than that, I think that was a great speech for an off-the-cuff response. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you
for giving me this opportunity, the table topic evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Salif and Toastmaster Joke, for the interesting bevy of words that you used to evaluate the table topic speeches. And of course, thank you, table topic speakers and table topics master, for that interesting session. So now we are going to go on a break, a short break. It's for 5 minutes. We're going to go on a short 5 minutes break, and let us network as much as we can. You can slide into people's DMs to chat and get numbers during this period. And after 5 minutes, we will come back. Thank you. See you in 5 minutes. Timekeeper, please take notes. Thank you.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Please slide into the DM.
Slide into my DM.
Hello, Anthony.
Yes, people have met partners, married partners.
Slide into Toastmaster, Lighthouse, Prestige. How are you guys doing?
Oh,
Hi.
Great to see you.
Yeah, I'm coming from Ireland. That's great.
Good to see you
nice.
again, Anthony.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah. Happy New Year to everyone. Yeah.
Happy New Year.
I'm busy now.
I'm glad you could make it.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get in time, but I pop in and say hello, and
keep better late than never.
Keep our bonds and our bridge and our partnership going,
Yes.
Keep it vibrant.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Who else is here that has not spoken? Let me find all of you.
Well, good morning, everyone. Happy New Year.
Good morning.
Hi, TM Timothy.
Yeah. Hi, TM Timothy.
Marvelous. You're looking
TM
great.
Chinedu.
As always.
TM Chinedu, where are you?
Good morning to all our guests. All our guests, we say welcome to every
our guests.
Yes, all our
pleasure
guests.
to have you here.
Welcome to all our guests.
Yeah, welcome to all our guests.
Yeah, Matthew.
Hey, my president. My area director.
Oh no.
I'm all right. Yeah, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, great stuff. Good to see you.
Same here.
Yeah.
So good to see you all.
Salif.
Yeah, Matthew, my mentor.
Good to see you, bro.
My mentor. How you doing?
I'm fine. Good to see you guys. A brand new year.
Yes.
Yes, sir. It's brand new year.
Let's just ignore that. Not ignore. Fulfill all the protocols, but don't allow that thing to limit you.
Exactly. But can we actually delete it?
Let's just delete it, my brother. I'm telling you.
It never came.
Can't wait for this to be all
I think we can work more on our network during this break before the actual speak.
On our network, right?
Yeah, some network are really strong.
Soul brother. Who is Soul brother? Soul brother, can you say hi? Marvelous,
Hi.
can you say hi?
Amber, can you say hi?
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you.
Pamela. Yeah. Let's have our guest say hi. Don't have people ghosting on us.
Hi,
we
Soul
have
brother.
Aojo. We have Aojo.
Hi.
We have
Sam Baba.
and Kiro. Kiro is the guest. We have
We even have iPhone X.
iPhone X.
iPhone X is here. Oh.
There's a Francis there.
Yeah.
Individual.
TM John.
TM John.
Where's TM John?
Oh, yeah, TM John has been on the video. Hi, TM John.
Like this your background. Is this virtual, TM Jayola? This is your background.
Yes, it is. It's virtual. It's virtual.
In fact, I wanted to say that this is your library. It's virtual. It's virtual.
It's virtual. It's virtual.
Virtual life.
It's packaging. It's packaging.
You are looking like you are in
Lariba, is that you with your
library?
Lariba.
Yay.
That looks like Joke's library.
That's a but
Mademi Sola.
God
Mademi Sola.
So good to see you. I'm so excited.
Mademi Sola, say hi. It's been a while. Normally, I'll see you at the table topic speech, but today is different.
Okay. So our timekeeper is telling us that our time is up. Our break time is up. Okay. Thank you, everyone. That was an interesting networking session. I hope some people slid into people's DMs to get numbers. Okay. So welcome back. I'm not encouraging anything, no. I'm just looking for trouble. Okay, so welcome back
But how can one lead into somebody's DM? I want to learn.
Why should you be learning? No, you're not.
Is it too late?
You're not among.
I have a course.
This is for the thing. Yeah, Jayola can learn. Yeah.
I'm a professional slider, so I can show you how we do.
This is for the single people. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So now we're moving into the prepared speeches segment, and we have a bevy of speakers that are going to be fascinating us with their speeches today. We're going to start with Toastmaster Timothy. Toastmaster Timothy is going to be giving his icebreaker today. He's going to be giving his icebreaker today. For the benefit of our guests, an icebreaker is the first speech that you give, the first prepared speech that you give in a Toastmasters meeting. That is what we call an icebreaker. So you're shattering the ice, you're breaking the ice, you're telling yourself that you're not afraid anymore. You're going to stand in front of people and speak for the first time. He's going to be speaking from the manual, from the Persuasive Influence Pathways Manual and Level 1. The title of his speech is The Jack and the Master. So before I introduce him, I'm going to introduce his evaluator, who is going to let us know the objectives of his speech. So Master Jayola Koka is going to be his speech evaluator. So Master Jayola he joined Toastmasters in 2018. We've already seen him. He gave a table topic speech, and he also participated in the networking session. He's a consultant, like he introduced himself earlier, who loves having fun. So Master Jayola, please read the objectives of Toastmaster Timothy's speech.
Congrats, Toastmaster Timothy, on giving your first speech, the icebreaker. I can't wait to see what you have to present. So the purpose of your speech is to introduce yourself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Please break a leg. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayola. Toastmaster Timothy joined Toastmasters in September 2020, and he is a real estate consultant. His hobbies include reading. I don't think there's any Toastmaster that does not love reading. All of us, we all love reading. It's always one of our hobbies. His hobbies includes reading, surfing the internet, skating, singing, listening to music, cooking, and being creative. Master Timothy, when I saw this cooking part, I just thought to myself, your wife, if you're married or if you're not married yet, your wife would be very lucky that you actually love cooking. Master Timothy, over to you, the Jack and the Master, Master Timothy.
Thank you, General Evaluation, for the warm introduction. And good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Multi-talented people are cursed. Are you wondering if you heard me right? Yes, you did hear me right. Have you ever found yourself doing a lot of things that you find yourself interested in, even though you are good at it, and people would make sweet comments like, hey, that guy is a handyman, or that guy is multi-talented, or that guy does everything. Yeah. Being multi-talented is not a bad thing, but most talented people will never always become a master in any one of their talents. Like the saying goes, Jack of all trades, master of none. My name is Timothy Awanowen, a professional real estate consultant who is multi-talented. Yeah, when I was a boy, I remember making from trash, and my elder brother, whose name is Clifford, would teach me, different things, how to create stuff. He taught me how to troubleshoot appliances and fix them, and a whole lot of things. I guess that was the genesis of my being multi-talented. After I finished studying archaeology and anthropology in the University of Ibadan around 2011, I found myself doing everything that interested me, from to music, to design, greeting cards, and all of those things, including filmmaking. Filmmaking was kind of broad, and I worked in almost all the departments, from directing to cinematography to camera operation to lighting to sound and some other things, which was quite interesting at the time. Then I realized it's becoming awful for me. Every time I do these things, I find it difficult because I wasn't making progress in all of these things that I mentioned, because I was just doing everything. I was lacking focus and direction. So I decided to change my career to a more corporate setting. Then I started an IT company that offered education, online lesson for students before stumbling upon real estate. Real estate has made me see the world differently from the perspective of sales. We are all constantly selling something, most times unconsciously. For example, you might want to sell your children why they need to study hard to be great in life. Or you might sell your friends why Arsenal is better than Chelsea, or vice versa. Meanwhile, conscious selling comes from skill. You have to, meanwhile, conscious selling comes with a skill. It is systematic. You have to arm yourself with effective communication skill, persuasive influence, and be a good listener, which are the reasons I have longed for a place like Toastmasters. And here I am today in front of all of you, presenting my first ever speech. Feels good, at the same time, it dreads me. If you are a multi-talented person like me, hitting all your talent simultaneously with the effort you have now may not take you that far. Life is too short. Rather, concentrate your effort on one single talent that you most are passionate about. Eventually, with persistence, you will break through. There's no better feeling than stepping up from being a jack to a master with the help of Toastmasters and, of course, the Almighty Master above. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Timothy. When I saw your speech title, the Jack and the Master, I kept on asking, what exactly does he mean? But yes, fantastic. When you said multi-talented people are cursed, I was like, what? When you explained it, I really understood, because I am definitely also guilty of that. Thank you so much for the bevy of words, interesting words today. Thank you, everyone. Our grammarian will be very busy. Now we are moving on to the next speech from Toastmaster Ruth Ijoma. She's going to be giving her speech from the Pathways Manual Leadership Development, Level 2, and she's going to be evaluated by Toastmaster John Onumia. Her speech title is Leadership Styles, but Toastmaster John Onumia is going to tell us her objectives. Toastmaster John Onumia joined Toastmasters in 2012. He's a member of Seaside Toastmasters. He has held many offices in Toastmasters International, such as Secretary, Vice President Education, Vice President Membership, President, Immediate Past President, and he's the current Club Growth Director. No, he's also been the Club Growth Director for Area 18. I think right now he holds a position in the division. He's a trainer and speaker who loves reading. There's no Toastmaster that doesn't love reading. Loves reading, playing volleyball, dancing, drawing, watching movies, and meeting people. I can attest to that, meeting people, because he's a very friendly and interesting person. Toastmaster John, please can you let us know the objectives of Toastmaster Ruth's speech?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, the Toastmaster of the day, our very own DTM. Toastmaster Ruth, finally. Thank you for being resilient. The purpose of her speech is first to identify her leadership style, or possibly a bevy of styles. And second, to share some aspects of that style or the bevy of styles. Toastmaster Ruth, I'm on the edge of my seat, excited to listen to your speech. Over to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. Toastmaster Ruth joined Toastmasters in January 2019. She's an admin personnel who loves writing, dancing, and eating. Toastmaster Ruth, you didn't add the reading, no? Reading. Okay, she won the humorous speech contest at the club level, area, and division level. I listened to that speech. That was a fantastic speech. Another thing I loved about Toastmaster Ruth is she is public relations extraordinaire. She's really good with public relations. Yes, really, really good with public relations. Okay, Toastmaster Ruth, over to you. We look forward to listening and getting to know the bevy of styles, of leadership styles that you're going to tell us. Over to you.
A good leader should always now, how you choose to complete that sentence could actually reveal the kind of leadership style you possess. Dear Toastmasters, an ever-pleasant guest, who is a leader? A leader is one who influences a group of people towards the achievement of a goal. Leadership is a fluid practice. You would realize that we keep changing and improving the ways we choose to help our companies, our organizations, and even ourselves to grow. The more we lead, the more likely we are to change how we choose to complete the sentence I stated earlier. Now, some people have this mindset that leadership styles are different. Yeah, they are different, but some people also have this mindset that one leadership style is greater than the other. I am here to debunk such assumption and make you understand that each leadership style is unique and each style has its place in a leader's toolkit. Now, some of the bevy of leadership styles we'll be discussing today are autocratic leadership style, authoritative, coaching, pace setting, affiliative, democratic, and laissez-faire leadership style. But for the purpose of this speech, I'll be laying emphasis on 3 leadership styles. The first is the autocratic leadership style. Here, it is otherwise known as do as I say. An autocratic leader believes that he or she is the smartest at the table, and he or she takes sole decision of what is happening with little or no input from team members. People feel that this autocratic style of leading is traditionally used in the past or it's not relevant today. But the truth is, it is actually relevant. It all depends on the situation. Like you can have a situation whereby your team members are inexperienced or they are new to the job and you know that, okay, we need to take a decision now, else to affect the growth of our company. So yes, you can take on an autocratic leadership style. We also have pace-setting leadership style. This is otherwise known as do as I do. A pace-setter leader is one who would not just give you a project and expect you to just do it like that. He would have already done the project and expect you to reciprocate such actions he has done or she has done. Then he would also set the pace high, set the bar high, and expect you to even deliver more than he or she has done. Then we have the laissez-faire leadership style. This is the direct opposite of autocratic leadership style. The laissez-faire leadership style expects the team members to do everything and have full understanding of whatever is going on. A laissez-faire leader can just come up today and say, oh, we're having a meeting, yeah? And we have so, and we have 1 or 2 things to discuss. And the person might just look around and say, oh, TM John is in the house. TM John, you know what to do. Like we discussed this already. Oh, is that TM Susan? Why did I employ you guys? You should have the skills. You should know these things. So a laissez-faire leader allows the team members to carry out decisions solely. This is actually very tricky, yeah? Because if you do not have an understanding of your team members, or if you don't know the kind of colleagues you work with, you might have issues because the laissez-faire leadership style is not appropriate for working in a situation where we have inexperienced or not skilled or new members. Now, some people may be wondering, how do I identify my leadership style? To identify your leadership style, first of all, you need to know yourself. And how do you know yourself? You know yourself by either taking a leadership assessment test or you talk to your colleagues, talk to everybody you work with. How do I carry out responsibilities? How do you think I manage roles when given to me? Do you think I am strict? Do you think I give out my responsibilities to others? So when you get information as this, you can use it to tune and know the kind of style you operate on. But we need to be very careful here because some people are not really good at taking feedbacks. So if you know you're not really good with feedback or criticisms, then you need to work on that first before you identify your leadership style. Then you also have to go further to do a research on the leadership styles available. You can't just sit back and say, oh, TM Ruth said laissez-faire leader is this or an autocratic leader is that. No, you have to do your research, Read on all the kinds of leadership styles that exist and know the one that connects to you more or the one that appeals to you more. And you should also learn to be authentic. Everybody can smell a fake leader from afar. So learn to be authentic. And some people might wonder, Tiamro, what is your leadership style? I make bold to say that I don't have a specific leadership style. And that's because my leadership style is subjective and dependent on the situation on ground. Sometimes, or some situations might warrant me being an autocratic leader, others might warrant me being a democratic leader, or another kind of leadership style. Everything is just subjective to the situation on ground. So, dear Toastmasters and ever pleasant guests, please remember today that no leadership style is greater than the other. Everything is good, everything is great, but it is just subjective to the environment. And before you take on a leadership style, you should put into consideration the situation on ground and the people on ground. The Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ruth, for that interesting bevy of leadership styles. I have to say that I think in Nigeria we're more used to the autocratic style, but we are definitely evolving into the other leadership styles. So yes, amazing. Thank you. And now we're going to move on to votes. So let's vote for our best speaker. We're going to be voting between Toastmaster Timothy and Toastmaster Ruth. So vote for your preferred speaker. Can we have the polls up? Okay, so the poll is going to come up soon for us to vote. And to not wasting more time, I'm going to just, sorry?
Just 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to call on our general evaluator who just, just spoke actually. So it's Master Lanre, general evaluator. Over to you to call the evaluators and your team members.
Okay, I would like to crave the indulgence of everyone to wait to vote so that we don't override. Just give our team 30 more seconds so that we can vote the speech rate or whatever. So that so while we're doing the Toastmaster of the day, you can accept.
Okay. So when Toastmaster Ruth was talking about her leadership style, I was thinking about my own, not my leadership style. And Toastmaster Ruth, I love what you said about when you said you don't have a particular leadership style or you don't have a specific leadership style. It's actually tailored to the situation because different people require different leadership styles. Some people are good at the laissez-faire leadership style. They can just, you just tell them what to do, or you don't even have to tell them what to do. They just come into the organization and they take over and they do everything they need to do. You don't even have to micromanage them. You don't even have to do anything. And those are just the amazing, perfect employees. Although sometimes they run amok and you have to still somehow drag them back. And then we have the autocratic style, which is what we're actually used to, or some of us are used to in Nigeria. So reminding me of the bosses or boss I've had, or the way it was at a point in time working with the person, and how I had to learn to tailor myself or tailor my own follower, what I call it, the follower style or the followership style, to be able to actually work with that person. And in Toastmasters, that's one major thing that we learn, how to lead. For me, I've really learned how to lead in Toastmasters. And we also learn how to follow, how to listen. That's why we have roles like the R counter, the grammarian, because as a follower, you need to be able to listen. But also even more as a leader, you need to be able to listen. So when people are talking, you don't interrupt. Right now, I'm just freestyling and just speaking while we wait for the guests are wondering what's going on. We're waiting for the poll to come up. So I'm just freestyling. Okay, so now we have the poll. Please let us vote for our best speaker. Okay, so yes, we have voted for our best speaker. So Mr. Lanre, are you ready or should I still go on?
No, keep freestyling. You have 20 seconds more.
Okay,
we're enjoying your flow.
Okay, yes. So in Nigeria, we are used to well, let me say we're used to, because we really evolved, right? We actually now have people who either use the laissez-faire style or the pace-setter style, the democratic style, or as usual, the autocratic style. So, Mr. Ruth, is there any other leadership style? I'm trying to remember if I know of any other one.
We have the coaching leadership style.
Yes, the coaching one. Oh, the coaching one is the one that we do so well in Toastmasters.
Okay,
Yes.
I think. Okay, sorry
so-
to barge in. I think the vote is over, and the freestyle will enjoy more while we have you back. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day, because we could get carried away with your freestyle. We love that sonorous voice. I would like to call to the lectern, to the virtual lectern, Toastmaster Japa, to evaluate Toastmaster Toastmaster Moti Awone. Thank you. Toastmaster Japa.
Well done, Toastmaster Timothy. I really enjoyed your speech. I would be evaluating your speech in 3 phases. I'll tell you what you excelled at, what you need to work on, and what you should challenge yourself in so that you become a better speaker. So let me start with what you excelled at. You introduced yourself as a multi-talented person, and your speech had an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So at minimum, you met the objective of your speech. You started with a startling question, which is appropriate for an opening, and you dressed right for the occasion. Also, I would like to mention that you made use of a prop when you were describing the jack and the master, which I thought was, which I felt that was I thought that was a good, I thought that was fantastic. I really loved it. Now, what I think you need to work on is, I noticed that you were a bit tensed, and maybe because you were tensed, it seemed like you forgot some things that you planned to say. And also, because of that, your body language did not exactly rhyme with your speech. So even your gestures, you were using one gesture pretty much throughout the speech, and it was like this, right? So I felt that you could work on that. I also felt that your speech was a bit jointed, and that's mainly because you did not make use of a lot of pauses. And also I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, but it seemed like you were reading your speech from somewhere, because your eyes were not connected to us, the audience. So I was looking at you, and it was like you were looking down, reading from somewhere. So you could also work on that. So what I would like you to challenge yourself on is, I would like you to use more pauses in your speech. Let your pauses, gestures, movement, and facial expression rhyme with your speech. And most importantly, be relaxed, because we want you to succeed. And overall, you did a really good job. And like I said, you made the objective of your speech. Congrats and well done. I can't wait to hear your next speech.
Thank you very much, TM Jayola Kuka. Without much ado, I'll allow TM John Onomia to evaluate TM.
Thank you so much, the general evaluator of this meeting. Toastmaster Ruth, the woman with a bevy of leadership styles. Well done. I'm glad you delivered this speech. I am very proud of you. What are some things I loved about your speech? First, you met the objective. You focused on 3 leadership styles. You expounded on them. And then you told us about your leadership style, which is all of them. Your camera was clear. We could see you, and you stood, which let us observe your body language. Great one. Toastmaster Ruth, we all know you're a beautiful woman. You looked beautiful, which helps us connect. We like to look at beautiful people. And your background, because you understand that Toastmasters like reading, you bamboozled us with those books there. They connected with us. Well done, Toastmaster Ruth. While you were waiting to be called upon, you were smiling. Smiling connects with people. Smiling tells us that you like to be here. You're eager to give your speech. So we connected with you. Good job. Your intro was wonderful. You said a good leader should always, and then you paused. That grabs people's attention. before you dove into your speech. In learning, people tend to remember the first thing you said and the last thing you said more than anything else. So your intro was perfect at that caliber. What are some things I would have loved that you worked upon? Your pacing. You kept pacing back and forth. If you can, try and pace and then speak on a point and then move to another area before speaking on another point. Your eye contact, especially at the start of your speech, when you were thinking, you looked up. Even if you were thinking and looking at the screen rather than the camera, I think that would have been better than looking up. It was glaring that you were looking away from us. It cuts off the connection, which may not be good. I would have loved that you ask questions. You gave us a bevy of points. When you ask questions, it helps us actively engage rather than passively engage, since you had so much that you were talking about. And then you could have infused more pauses in your speech. At certain points, you were trying to catch your breath because you have spoken for so long. Pause, breathe, and speak. You need the air to be able to speak more and be more comfortable. What other things I loved? You focused on 3 points. Autocratic, pace setting, laissez-faire. 5 to 7 minutes is a short time to talk on all those leadership skills, leadership styles. Thank you for focusing on 3. You use the word of the day, baby. No easy fit. That is master class. For you to use that, it shows you are confident. Well done, Toastmaster Ruth. And to explain laissez-faire style, you used an anecdote which buttressed it for us. We can remember the story. Great job. And finally, I loved your conclusion. Before you take a leadership style, put into consideration the situation on ground and the people on ground. Beautiful summary. We can remember that. Toastmaster Ruth, please don't take so long to give your next speech. I want to be there to listen to it. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, TM John. That was a nice evaluation. I think we need to vote for the best evaluator. The technical team. So why the technical team is doing their stuff, the Toastmasters. Okay. The voting is ongoing. Please vote. Ensure you vote. Cast your vote so that you won't shout it's marginalization. Please cast your vote when it's necessary. So thank you very much, the back end guys. So we voted for the best evaluator. So I'm not just only working here. I have some set of teams that I'm working with. I have my timer that I'm working with. TM Chiri, are you there? Please, you have the virtual lieutenant to provide your reports.
Okay. Good afternoon once again, Toastmasters and guests. So for the reports, for timer, for the table topics, we have, 4 speakers came out and they all met within the time. They all spoke within the time. Then for the prepared speeches, Timothy also spoke within the time. Then for the second speech, my network was kind of shaking, so I didn't follow up with the time. So if you notice, I didn't really flash my signal card. So I know, but she met within the time anyways. So they're all good. So we can continue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Timekeeper. So the hour counter, please. TM Rotimi Benson.
Omotayo Benson.
Okay, TM Rotimi Omotayo Benson. Pardon me.
Very important. Thank you. Okay, the hour counter report for today. TM Chinre used M twice. TM Uluwatobi used M twice. TM Slim used M once. TM Timothy used M 3 times. TM Ifai used M once. Now, TM Adejoke, she used M once, but she used you know. She used it 5 times, but she's not even in the
Wow.
Maybe because it's New Year.
So maybe it's a New Year usual. So what do we tell her?
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
In absentia.
Over to you, TM Larry.
Okay, thank you very much, TM Rotimi Omotayo Benson. Yes, I got it right. So I would like to, the grammarian please, TM Susan Alexander.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
The word of
hi.
Hi. The word of today, bevy, was used by TMs Matthew, Ifeanyi, John, and Ruth. Then for the listening segment, who is trying to become chartered this year?
TM Jayola.
Jayola.
I know. TM Roots, you know that one now. How did, what is the, do as I say leadership, do as I say leadership
Autocratic.
style.
Autocratic.
Great. What are the 2 things TM Ifeanyi loves?
She loves reading.
No, about Toastmasters.
And
what does she love? No. What does she love about Toastmasters?
She loves the fact
What
that
does she love about
are readers.
Toastmasters?
That Toastmasters, they love reading.
No. She gets to meet people and make friends. Who is the experienced tennis player?
TM Adejoke.
What was Timothy's speech title?
Jack and Master.
Persuasive influence.
No, the Jack and the Master.
Okay, oh wow.
Who said we are all constantly selling something?
Toastmaster Timothy.
TM Timothy.
Yes. Then let me see if I have another thing. That's it. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, TM Susan. You know, being our principal, that's the vice president education. So you're in the right scheme of work. So mine is to give an overall evaluation of the meeting. We started slightly not too late, 7 minutes. Then we did something which is more or less a chorus recitation of the meeting creed, which it could be a bit fluctuating because we're not meeting physically, which I will appeal maybe next time. We should just try and allow the SAA to recite it alone. Then maybe we mute our mic. Then the meeting has been a wonderful meeting so far. People participated, and the part I really enjoyed most was the backup of personnel that were not available. It shows that Dream Team works, and it shows that we're very available. And the other part of evaluating for one another when the evaluators had a network glitch was superb. Overall, it's been a great meeting, and I love another part whereby we were able to switch and nice transition during the future speech and introducing people without wasting time and making use of a 2 hours meeting, and everything was just right on point. And I love the transition level within the Toastmasters of the day, and I love the energy during the table topic and the first participatory. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lanre, for that interesting and detailed evaluation. And thank you to all the role players. Okay, so now we have gotten to the section where we're going to announce the winners. Winners, if we're in a physical meeting, we'd actually have the president come up and shake your hands or even give you a ribbon, but we're just going to just clap for you. Yeah.
Social distancing.
Social distancing when we announce your name. Okay. So the best table topic speaker for today is drumroll, Toastmaster Matthew Omwaka. Woo! Okay, yes, and you also get a certificate. Okay. Toastmaster Matthew Omwaka is the best table topic speaker for today. And now the best speaker for today is Toastmaster Ruth. Toastmaster Ruth, congratulations. Toastmaster Ruth, congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Yes. And we're also the best evaluator. Yes, best evaluator is Toastmaster John Onumia. Toastmaster John Onumia is our best evaluator for today. And in every Toastmasters meeting, wherever we have an icebreaker, we actually would stand or would shake the person's hand, but we're just going to just give the person a round of applause. Toastmaster Timothy shattered the ice today, and he did a fantastic job. So Toastmaster Timothy, a round of applause for you. Congratulations on giving your icebreaker. Well done. We look forward to your second speech, your speech 2. Yes. And now we have come to the end of the meeting. I am going to hand over to the president. Before I hand over, thank you so much for being a delightful audience. I had fun and it was a very interesting meeting. I'd like to borrow Toastmaster Matthew's quotes. Yes, I'm borrowing his quotes. He said, Nelson Mandela said, everything is possible. Everything is impossible until it is done. And so today we're talking about being resilient. Whenever you meet an impossible situation this year in 2021, just remember the first Toastmasters meeting that you came for this year. You heard that quote, everything is impossible until it is done. And look at that situation and say, you know what, I'm going to figure you out and I'm going to somehow overcome you. So do not be discouraged in 2021. Remember that nothing is impossible with you. And yes, of course, nothing is impossible with God. Okay, now I'm handing over to our president, Toastmaster Rotimi Omotayo Benson, a man who I have known for, wow, it's been really many years. We actually went to the same school together. Toastmaster Rotimi, over to you, our president, Lighthouse Toastmasters Club president. And please fill in your details if you're a guest. Please fill in your details in the form in the chat box. We would love to get to know you and we would love to contact you during the week. Toastmaster Rotimi, are you there?
Yes, I am here to Toastmaster.
Okay. Toastmaster Rotimi Omotayo. Okay, over to you.
Yes, thank you. I love the energy into this meeting. And Toastmaster Ifeanyi DTM, you did a very good job. Not only you, all the various role players in this meeting. And for the guests now, Miss, do you know what it is to become a DTM? You need to have given at least 40 speeches, at least. So as you have seen Toastmaster Ifeanyi, she has given at least 40 speeches, amongst other things. It was a very wonderful meeting today. I'd like to thank the role players, those that gave their speeches today, everybody, the guests in our midst today, just everybody. I love the energy in the room. Now, for our members in the meeting, please, if you need to give your speech, reach out to Toastmaster Susan, Toastmaster Ruth. Let us know if it's another 1 year before you give your next speech. Members, you need to give your speech. Also helps the club. We need to meet our DCP goals. So it's extremely important. Both Lighthouse members and Lighthouse Prestige members. Now, one more important announcement. Normally, we have our meetings every 2 weeks, but now we'd like to revert to the status quo. And what I mean is, when we used to have physical meetings, we used to have our meetings every first and third Saturday of every month. So we are reverting to that now. So what that means is, although this is the first meeting of the year, this is the third Saturday. The next meeting is going to be first Saturday in February, and that is going to be on the 6th of February, same time by 11 a.m. I would like to call on the guests in our midst today. If today is your first time of joining this meeting, please can you unmute your microphone, turn on your video, tell us your name, tell us who invited you, and tell us how you found the meeting. Please, the guest in our midst today. So who is the first person to go?
Good afternoon.
Hi, David. Good afternoon.
My name is David Amos.
Okay.
Glad to have been part of the meeting today. I heard about Toastmasters for the first time from a friend of mine sometime in 2018, if not earlier, either 2018 or 2019 in any case. I have a passion for public speaking, and in 2021, one of my goals is to actually work on that. And I believe that being a member of a Toastmasters club will help me hone that skill. That's why I'm here. Happy to be here. I don't think I have much more to add.
How did you find the meeting?
Very energetic, very engaging, fun. It's obvious that everyone here kind of enjoys doing this. So I really have good things to say about the vibe and the energy in the room.
Okay, thank you, David. Any other guests in the room that like to introduce themselves ourselves?
Good morning or good afternoon.
Hi, Faith. Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Faith, and I'm a guest here, obviously.
You're welcome.
I attended a few Toastmasters meeting a few years back, actually, maybe 2018, but then because I relocated and life just happened, I wasn't able to continue, but I'm looking forward to being a full member because I really want to improve my skill for public speaking and leadership. So yes, today's meeting was really interesting and it just made me feel like I'm doing the right thing. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Even though you have relocated, you can now that our meetings are virtual, you can still join. So now location is more a barrier.
Yes.
But please, for the guests now, there is a URL that's been dropped by the Vice President membership. Kindly click on the link and fill in your data. After the meeting, the membership will reach out to you. Any other guests in our midst today?
Yes, I'm a guest too.
Okay, in Kiru. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone, because this is already self-described, so I can't really morning. So first of all, I learned about Toastmasters. I don't know if I just heard about it. Then one day at home I saw a flyer by Detective and it was written Toastmasters. And I was like, I've been heard about Toastmasters, but I don't really understand what it is. So when I read through the flyer, I did some understanding. But then I put that aside too. Then until because I studied mass communication, so I enrolled for a book class. That was how I was as was a virtual class. And then I said I have to really get involved this time. And I've forgotten the lady's name, but I don't remember. I don't remember. But then she gave me with his number, and then I started off. That was that should May, June. I'm not precise. I don't remember the precise one. But then I started off and making send me the details for the meeting, and I'll keep on missing the meetings. And most times I was either at work or when I was planning to get the time, I wouldn't remember until the time is over. But then today, I don't know. I just 30 minutes past the time in. I just saw his message and then I clicked on the phone link and joined. Here I am.
How did you find the meeting?
Very interesting. Better than I thought. I mean, it's really organized and I'm really looking forward to being able to speak like those ahead today and be able to have 40 speeches so that I'm able to be a really good master.
Okay, thank you. Please don't forget to fill in your details in the link there. The membership can reach out to you. Any other guest in the house? Let me see. Any unfamiliar name?
Yes, please.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Hi, Godwin.
Yeah, my name is Godwin, and I must first apologize for not being able to turn on my camera because of the environment I am currently.
Okay, that's fine.
I must say I'm really delighted for joining you guys today for this meeting. And I got invited by Toastmaster Salif, who happens to be a long age mentor of mine, who I have a deep respect for. And I had been invited a long time ago to join Toastmaster in Port Harcourt, where I live currently. I did attend the meeting once, but I must say, sadly, I couldn't join as a full member. But now I have the craving to be a full member, listening to you guys talk today and making speeches and all of that. I feel I learn a whole lot, and I would really, really want to be a part of this whole group. So thank you so very much for having me, for inviting me. Thank you, Toastmaster Salif, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all. I'm pretty delighted.
Welcome, you're welcome. Okay, any other guest in the house?
Yes, Miriam.
Okay, Miriam, please go ahead.
Okay, so a friend of mine from the radio school called me sometime in February and told me about Toastmasters. When he called me, he asked, "You don't hear about these Toastmasters themselves? You supposed to go that thing?" And I said, "Yes, now they get products now. They sell pots. Then they go from house. I know them now. They sell pots and kettle. I know something very well." And he laughed and said, "My dear, it is not pot and kettle. Oh, it is, where you go for presentation, you learn how to be bold and more articulate in your presentation. And I think that place will be for you." And so I said, looking out for them. I got registered online, I think 2 times. I didn't really know how to go about it. until I clicked on your page. I started following the page, but I've not had the time to, follow up with the meeting schedule. But right now, my environment is so noisy. We just moved in, and I felt I should just anyhow just join in the meeting for today, and it's quite an experience. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, Miriam. Miriam, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Welcome. Any other guest in the house? Any other guest in the house?
Yeah, Anthony from Ireland.
Sorry. Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Anthony, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, wonderful to be with you guys this morning. I'm president of the Kildare Toastmasters Club in Ireland, and TM Salaf and TM Gimba and all your team there provide wonderful leadership and wonderful light to the world. And well done, and just keep it up. I guess one word I'd use to describe your meeting today would be vibrant. The messages that you give out to the world are powerful, and as you explained there, all things are possible with God in your life. So you drive on with great purpose and with Toastmasters and resilience. When this pandemic presents its challenge to us, we rise as Toastmasters to the world. And Neil Armstrong said it over 50 years ago. He said, one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. And we as Toastmasters are taking either small steps or giant steps every day. Giant steps, icebreakers and the like, and small steps, taking roles, visiting clubs, and traveling the world. And Toastmaster never ceases to inspire, never stops inspiring me. I went to Boston at the weekend, and this girl stood up and she gave a speech, and she said, I used Toastmasters to get rid of my stammer. And if you had heard her speaking, you would have never imagined. She spoke so beautiful and so powerful. And another Toastmaster stood up and he said, we will figure it out. What are we stressing about? Why are we worrying? We will figure it out on the day. So if we stay in the moment and enjoy the moment and go to our meetings and be fully engaged, switch the cameras on and smile. Smile is a sign of friendship. We will make great friends all over the world. You said it tonight, you're there today yourself. Smiling is connecting. That's what we want to see. When you stand up on stage, the first thing you do is smile. And when you're leaving the stage, you smile. Well done, guys. Great meeting. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Sam Anthony. Now, who is Soul Brother? Do you want to introduce yourself? Soul Brother. Okay, what about Pamela? I think we'll talk Pamela too. Let me see. I don't think we have any. Oh, what about Damilare Ogunaike? I think I'm seeing that name for the first time. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, my name is Damilare Ogunaike. So if there will be anything like an old guest, I'll call myself that. Because
So
I've
when
always been
Damilare, you can't be a guest for it.
For about 2 years now. But definitely, I'm going to join before the end of next month.
Okay.
One of the numbers on the comment section, and I'll join as a full member. Yeah.
Okay. Nice to have you. What about Amber? AMBA.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon.
My name is Amber, and this is my second time joining the meeting.
Okay.
It's been very interesting and a good learning phase for me. I'm actually not sure how to join in as a member, so I'll be happy if anyone can shed more light on that, just so I'll know when to join going forward. But again, I have learned so much the 2 times I've joined the meeting, and I'm looking forward to becoming a member.
Okay, Amber, please just fill in your details in that URL in the chat box, and someone will reach out to you from the membership team.
All right then, thank you.
Okay. Okay, who else do we have? Meanwhile, we have our area director, TM Francis, as our area director in the house. I think,
Mr. President. Well done, sir.
Well done,
Thank
sir.
you for having me. Yeah.
Okay, in the app, so I would like to thank all the guests, David, Favor, Nkiru, Godwin, Miriam, Anthony, Damilare, and Amber. Meanwhile, you can also check out this meeting on our YouTube. Just search Lighthouse Toastmasters Club. We have a channel there, so it's been streamed live. After this meeting to be available, you can see the past meetings too, in case you want to have a look at them. And by the powers conferred on me as the president of
Mr. President?
Yes, sir.
Mr. President, I know this is impromptu. This is Toastmaster John. Could
Okay.
you give me just 2 minutes to make an announcement for the division?
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon once again, Toastmasters and guests.
Good afternoon.
If you are itching to hear people speak, give speeches or table topic speeches off the cuff, or maybe even evaluate in their native languages, then you are at the right place. Division F is having a native language demonstration meeting on the 30th of January. 5 p.m. That's the last Saturday of this month.
I'll be there.
And if you want to be one of the prepared speakers, table topic speakers, or evaluator, reach out to any of your excos, reach out to me. We'll give you a slot if you're early and we have room, because we cannot actually accommodate everyone. So send in your name quickly. It's going to be an exciting time. Our guest is free for everyone to come. Ask whoever invited you. I'm sure they can give you the details. Please be there. Do not miss it. If you're not speaking, be there. If you want to speak, be there. And let's have a great time. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster John. And
Mr. President, I want to take a screenshot.
Sure, please go ahead. Please turn on your camera.
TM Road, turn your camera. We need to see your face. TM Road. VP Public. Sorry, not that right. So TM Road, over to you, please. Please turn your camera for the next 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, you catch us?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. President.
Okay, thank you. And I think we are 8 minutes past time. So thank you. I'll stop streaming now. But the meeting will still be open in case you want to just gist and talk about it.